Good morning everybody, I am Teacher Lance and I'll be your teacher for today. Alright, today we're going to learn science and we're going to have our activities that are related to the important factors of plant life. So let's go and do our activities. I want you to open your book to page 40. So open your book to page 40. Here we're going to look at the picture that Teacher Lance will show, and then we're going to write how it acts on the plant. We're going to write how the picture that I show react on the plant, okay? Okay, number one. Number one, we can see a picture of watering the plant. Watering the plant. So what will happen to the plant? Will it grow or it won't grow? Okay, is it going to grow or not? If it's going to grow, you're going to check it grows. And if you think that it's not going to grow, you're going to check it does not grow. Alright? So what do you think is the answer? Alright, the answer is it grows. If we water the plant, it's going to grow. Alright, so we're going to check it grows. Next question is, what is the reason? So how is it going to? Why is it going to grow? Is it A, water is an important factor for it to grow? Because water is an important factor for it to grow? Or letter B, because water is going to drown the plants? So what do you think is the reason why the plant will go when we water it? Okay, because water is an important factor for it to grow. Alright? Water is used for breaking down the nutrients that are absorbed from the soil. Alright? So let's move on to the next part. Okay, here we can see that we're not watering the plant. So what will happen if we don't water the plant? Is it going to be letter A, it grows, or letter B, it does not grow? So if it's going to grow, you're going to check it grows. And if you think that it will not grow, you're going to check it does not grow. Alright? So what do you think is the answer? Good job, it does not grow. It won't grow when we don't water it. And what is the reason? Is it A, because without water, it will slowly dry up and die later? Or B, because plant is independent, it can survive without water? So what do you think is the reason why it will not grow? Is it because A, plant is independent and it can survive without water? Or is it going to be letter B? Without water, it will slowly dry up and die later. So what do you think is the reason why the plant will not grow? Alright, it is because without water, it will slowly dry up and die later. So the answer is going to be letter B. So now we're done with our first activity. Plants are living things and we can see them everywhere around us. Only a few plants are eating and we never see them breathing. So how do we know that plants live and grow? What do plants need for their living and growing? So what do you think are the needs of plants in order to live and grow? Here we can see a table. Because we already had our experiment, today we're just going to have our hypothesis about this table, okay? For this activity, okay, we will think of the mung bean sprouts, alright? And then what will happen into it after 1 week. Like the same thing as we did in our experiment, okay? We have the pot 1 and the pot 2. Imagine that the first pot gets enough light and that the second pot does not get any light at all. Okay, so we have here the height of stalk. Okay, so we're going to write here the measurement of stalk that we had in our previous experiment. Okay, you were going to write the actual measurement, and then we're going to write the leaf size. So what is going to be the size of the leaf when we planted the mung bean sprout? Okay, so we can write small, and then what is the color of the leaf? We can write green. And in the flower pot 2 or in the pot 2, we have leaf size or the height of stalk. It should be, okay, we're going to write the actual measurement according to our previous activity, alright? And then what is the leaf size? We can write small. Okay, and then for the leaf color, we can write green. And then we're going to have, so what do you think will happen for the mung beans after 1 week? So you're going to write what is the measurement and what is the size of the leaf. You can just write big. And then for the leaf color, you can write green as well because it had enough sunlight. And then for the second one, for the pot 2, we're going to write the height of stalk. Okay? And then what is the leaf size? We can write slim and small because it doesn't get any sunlight at all. And the leaf color, it is probably going to be pale yellow. Okay? So this is an example result of an experiment about mung bean sprout. So here we will find out that plants need light in order for it to live and grow. We can see that the mung bean sprout that gets light blank. So what do you think will happen if the mung beans gets enough light? Will it grow well or will it die? So what do you think is the correct answer? Alright, if the mung bean gets enough light, it will grow well. So you're going to write in your book, grows well, alright? And then you're going to describe the mung bean. Okay, you can write, it has A, big and green leaves, or B, small and yellow leaves. So what do you think will happen to the mung bean sprout that had enough sunlight? So here we can write, it has big and green leaves. And then, but the mung bean sprout that does not get light, what do you think would happen? What do you think happened to the mung bean sprout that didn't have enough light? Will it grow well or it won't grow well? So what do you think will happen? Alright, the correct answer is, it won't grow well. So you're going to write that the mung bean sprout that does not get light does not grow well, alright? And also you have to describe it as well. So you can write it has slim, small, and pale yellow leaves, alright? It has slim, small, and yellow leaves, alright? So next part, so we're going to have our conclusion. Plants need blank to grow. So what do you think do plants need in order to grow? Is it A, balloons, or B, light? Alright, of course, it's going to be light. Plants need light in order for it to live and grow. So that's it for today. Today we had the activities about the important factors for plants to live and grow, alright? I hope that you learned something from Teacher Lance, and also, I hope that you enjoyed this class. Goodbye and God bless. Thank you for listening. See you on our next meeting. Happy learning!